Welcome to this video. This video we are going to see the graph theory concept in discrete mathematics. So this graph theory is one of the important concept in computer science as it is used as one of the data structure, and the concepts in graph theory are also used to solve some real world problems. So first of all, we'll see how graph is defined and some of the basic terminologies in the graph theory. So graph G is defined as pair V comma E, where V is set of all vertices in the G and E is set of all edges in the graph G. Now suppose if I want to draw the graph on three vertices, so I can take three vertices A, B and C, and I can join these vertices. Like if I want to join vertices A and B, I can join them by drawing an edge between A and B, and also I can name this edge, like suppose the edge between vertices A and B I will name as E1. Similarly, I can join the vertices A and C, then B and C, and I can name these edges between the vertices like E1, E2 and E3. Okay, so there can be more than one edge between the vertices, so I can have edge between B and C, or you can say there exists more than one edge between the vertices B and C. So one edge is named as E3, another edge can be named as E4. Also, I can draw the edge from vertex to itself. This is specially called as a self loop. So you can name this edge as E5. Now let us move to the next concept, non-directed or undirected graph and directed graph. Now what is non-directed or undirected graph? So suppose I will draw a graph on four vertices A, B, C and D. Suppose there is one more edge between B and D. And undirected or directed graph, I can take an example like four vertices again, A, B, C and D, and also there is edge between B and D. Now what is difference between non-directed graph and directed graph? So in case of non-directed or undirected graph, an edge between the two vertices is represented as, suppose the edge between vertices A and B is E. So this edge between the two vertices is represented by set of two vertices. So A comma B, or I can also represent this edge E as B comma A. Now, how edge is represented in directed graph? So most important thing is directed graph is there exists a direction for an edges. So this direction is important, and hence the edge, suppose E dash is the edge between the two vertices A and B. So this E dash is represented by a pair A comma B. So here pair A comma B. So A is directing towards the vertex B. So what is the difference is any edge in non-directed or undirected graph I can represent as AB or BA. So AB or BA both are same. But in case of directed graph, edge AB is not same as BA, right? Because in case of directed graph, direction of the edges is important. Now let us see some of the basic terminologies in the graph theory. Very first one is incident. Suppose consider the graph G where I have 4 vertices A, B, C and D. Okay. Now what is meaning of incident? Suppose an edge between the vertices A and B is X. So I can say X is incident. X is incident to A and B. Now next, what do you mean by adjacent? Consider the vertex B. Now vertex B, from vertex B there is an edge to C, there is an edge to A and there is an edge to vertex D. So I can say B is adjacent. B is adjacent to A, C and E. So adjacent meaning is edge connecting the both vertices. So I can say B is adjacent to C as there exists edge connecting the vertices B and C. Suppose I want to find out A is adjacent to whom? A is adjacent to whom? So there is an edge connecting vertices A and B. So I can say A is adjacent to B. So I cannot say A is adjacent to vertex D as there does not exist edge connecting the vertices A and D. Right? Now next, what do we mean a self loop? So self loop is an edge drawn from vertex to itself. Vertex to itself is called self loop. See, the vertex A, from vertex A I have drawn an edge from vertex A to vertex A. So this is an edge drawn from vertex to itself. So this is called as the self loop. Now suppose I will draw a graph on 4 vertices like A, B, C and D, and there are no edges. So such a graph is called as a null graph or empty graph. Graph containing only vertices, no edges. Such a graph is called as a null graph or empty graph. Now consider the graph with 4 vertices A, B, C and D, and there are edges between A to B, then B to C, C to D, D to A. Now if pair of vertices like A and B are allowed to join by more than one edge, so such edges are called as parallel edges, and resulting graph is called as a multigraph. Okay, so you can say in a graph, if pair of vertices are allowed to join by more than one edge, then those edges we can call as parallel edges, and the resulting graph is called as a multigraph. Next definition is simple graph. Now this is very important definitions for studying further concept. This definition may be repeated. So what do we mean by a simple graph? So you can say a graph with no self loops and no parallel edges. No self loop and no parallel edges is called as a simple graph. Suppose I want to draw a graph on simple graph on 3 vertices. So I can draw like A to B, B to C and A to C. So you can see in this graph there are no self loops and there are no parallel edges. Suppose on 4 vertices I want to draw a simple graph. I can draw simple graph like this. Vertices are A, B, C and D. There are no self loop, there are no parallel edges. So this graph is also called as a simple graph. Now what is degree of vertex? Consider the undirected graph, let us say G. So degree of vertex is number of edges passing through the vertex. Suppose I want to find out vertices and its degree. So what is degree of vertex A? So degree of vertex is number of edges passing through the vertex. So for vertex A, there are 2 edges passing through it. Hence degree of vertex A is 2. Degree of vertex B, again there are 2 edges passing through it. So degree of vertex B is 2. Now what is degree of vertex C? Remember there is self loop at the vertex C, and in case of undirected graph, loop at the vertex is counted as 2 edges, and hence degree of vertex C is 5. Loop at the vertex is 2 edges and remaining 3 edges. One is from D, second from B, third from E, and the loop at the vertex is 2 edges. Hence degree of vertex is 5. Similarly, what is degree of vertex D? As 2 edges passing through it, degree of vertex D is 2, and there is only 1 edge passing through E, degree of vertex E is 1. Now let us move to the directed graph. Let us see G dash. In case of directed graph, there is concept called as an in degree and out degree, as direction is important in case of directed graph. So for vertex A, what is in degree? In degree meaning is number of edges coming towards vertex A. So how many edges are coming at vertex A? There is only 1 edge. So in degree of vertex A is 1. At the same time, if I want to find out degree of vertex A, there is only 1 edge coming out from vertex A, and hence out degree of vertex A is 1. Out degree meaning is number of edges coming out from the vertex. In degree meaning is number of edges coming at the vertex. So the next, what is in degree of vertex B? Again, there is only 1 edge coming at vertex B, hence in degree is 1, and there is only 1 edge going out from the vertex B, out degree is also 1. Now what about C? As there exists loop at the vertex C, in case of directed graph, loop at the vertex is counted as 1 edge for in degree and 1 edge for out degree. And hence in degree of vertex C becomes 3. How? There is 1 edge coming from vertex D, there is second edge coming from vertex B, and the loop at the vertex is counted as 1 edge, and hence in degree of vertex C is 3. Then what is out degree of vertex C? Loop at the vertex is counted as 1 edge, 1 degree, right? And 1 edge going out towards vertex E, and hence out degree of vertex C becomes 2. Then what is in degree of vertex D? There is no edge coming at the vertex D, and hence in degree of vertex D is 0. Then what is out degree of vertex D? There are 2 edges going out from vertex D, and hence out degree of vertex D is 2. Then what is in degree of vertex E? There is 1 edge incident at vertex E, and hence in degree of vertex E is 1. Then what is out degree? There is no edge going out from vertex E, and hence out degree of vertex E is 0. Now what do we mean by isolated vertex and pendant vertex? Now consider the graph with 6 vertices. There is one vertex D whose degree is 0. Okay. Now, how do you define isolated vertex and a pendant vertex? So, isolated vertex is a vertex with degree 0. Right? So, if you look at the graph G, there is one vertex D whose degree is 0, and hence there is isolated vertex D in the graph whose degree is 0. And pendant vertex is a vertex with degree 1. So in the graph G, there is one vertex E whose degree is 1, and this vertex E is called as a pendant vertex. Next important definition in the graph theory, and which is very frequently asked in the exam, is the complete graph. Suppose we have a graph G with n vertices. Okay, and if degree of each vertex is n minus 1. If we have graph with n vertices and degree of each vertex is n minus 1, then such a graph is called as a complete graph. Let us say I want to draw a complete graph on two vertices, vertex A and B. So this is a graph on two vertices. Then to make it as a complete graph, degree of each vertex should be n minus 1. This is graph on two vertices. Then degree of each vertex becomes 1. I can draw a graph like this. Okay. Suppose I want to draw a complete graph on three vertices. Then degree of each vertex becomes 3 minus 1, that is 2. So I can draw a complete graph on three vertices like this. And complete graph is denoted using a notation Kn, K subscript n, where n is number of vertices. So the first graph is the graph on two vertices, hence I can see it as in K2. The second graph is a graph on three vertices, I can call it as in K3. So this is very commonly used notation Kn in the complete graph or for the complete graph. So in exam, if they directly mention K3 or K4, immediately you should be able to recall it as a complete graph. Now suppose I want to draw a K4. So this is graph on 4 vertices and degree of each vertex will be n minus 1, that is 3. So your graph becomes like this. Now degree of each vertex is 2. To make it degree of each vertex is 3, I should draw 2 more edges. Now I can also say the complete graph is a graph where every vertex is adjacent to every other vertex. Look at the complete graph K3. Suppose I name the vertices as A, B, and C. A is adjacent to remaining vertices B and C. B is adjacent to remaining vertices A and C. And C is adjacent to remaining vertices A and B. Look at the K4. Suppose I will name the vertices as A, B, C, D. A is adjacent to all remaining vertices B, C, and D. B is adjacent to remaining vertices C, A, and D. And similarly, it's true for C and D. Hence, I can say complete graph is a graph where every vertex is adjacent to every other vertex. Okay. Now, next important definition is a regular graph. A regular graph. Now, how it is defined? How it is defined? If all vertices are of same degree, then it's called as a regular graph. And degree of each vertex is suppose K, then it's called as a K regular graph. Suppose I will draw a graph on 4 vertices and degree of each vertex is, let us say, 1. So your graph becomes like this. As degree of each vertex is 1, I can say, or I can call it as an one regular graph. Taking one more example. Suppose I will draw a graph of 3 regular. 3 regular means degree of each vertex is 3. Your graph becomes like this. Degree of each vertex is 3, right? Now, can you find any similarity or any relation between the complete graph and regular graph by looking at all these examples? Complete graph, degree of each vertex is n-1, right? And in case of regular graph, degree of each vertex is same, that is called as an k-regular graph. Look at the examples of complete graph. K2, degree of each vertex is n-1, and degree of each vertex is 1. So I can say this as an one regular graph. Look at the K3, degree of each vertex is 2. I can say it as an 2 regular graph. Look at the K4, degree of each vertex is 3. I can say it as an 3 regular graph. Meaning is every complete graph is a regular graph. Now, can I call in reverse way every regular graph is in complete graph? Just check it out. Look at the 3 regular graph. Degree of each vertex is 3, hence I am calling it as a 3 regular graph. This is graph on 4 vertices and degree of each vertex is 3. So I can call this regular graph, 3 regular graph as a complete graph as well. Right? Now look at the one regular graph example. Here degree of each vertex is 1, that is same. Hence it is called as a one regular graph. But can I call this as a complete graph? Can I call this as a complete graph? Answer is no. Why? Complete graph, degree of each vertex is n-1. One regular graph is a graph which is drawn on 4 vertices. To make it as a complete graph, degree of each vertex should be 3. And hence I can't call one regular graph as a complete graph. Hence I can say every complete graph is a regular graph, but every regular graph need not be an complete graph. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.